Buddy, and welcome to Trick and Treat. Not or, Trick and Treat. Now, this is a game that was free on Steam. It's October, so everybody's going to be putting out scary, spooky games for Halloween. And I thought, hey, why not spit in that river? English. Okay. It's a little spooky so far. Spooky music. Other than that, I don't really know what this is. I think it's a visual novel. Yeah, pretty sure it's a visual novel. But we shall see. Start it up. Let's do this. Scare me. The sound of our steps, combined with that of the occasional nocturnal animal, is the only thing we can hear. It's terribly dark in this place. The dense vegetation makes it impossible to see the sky or light from the moon. It's pretty dense vegetation. It's blocking out the whole moon. Oh, crap. Our flashlights are the only thing that light up our way. At times like this, one begs to not run out of battery. Oh yeah, always carry spares. We walk without knowing what we're really looking for, or better said, for no reason. Okay, so I'm in the woods. It's really dark. I have no idea why I'm here, and I'm not sure if I have batteries. It's a strange place to start life. We are just a group of boys bored with our lives. Hey, I'm so bored, dude. So bored. You know what would be a great idea? Let's go out into those really dense woods with a flashlight and no batteries and just see what we find. Moonshine stills, pot plants, random monsters. It's going to be a great adventure. It's much better than just sitting here. Trying to create a lasting memory on this night instead of just staying home or doing nothing. Today is October 31st, All Hallows Eve, better known as Halloween. Thanks. 3 young men walked through a dark, but up until now, nothing special forest. There should have been a few more commas in that. Oh, excuse me. Comfortable. Yeah, there should have been another comma in that. It kind of threw me off. Me being one of them. Okay. We're doing it to prove our courage. It's too bad there isn't a girl here to see how brave we are. Okay, I guess. Seeing it like that, one could say this is meaningless effort. What? You just said you're bored and you're trying to create memories. You don't have to do everything to impress women. Don't get me wrong, love women, but you know, live your life, dude. For a moment, I stopped to look at my watch. It's 1:49 past that here. I didn't know I was going to need a watch for this, or to put one on. It's 1:49 a.m. Okay. That means we've been walking aimlessly for more than 2 hours now. So you left at 11:49? It's right before midnight. It's a poor choice. Is it midnight the witching hour, or do I completely have that wrong? Either way, great activity for ghosts and whatnot. I think 3 something is also bad. I don't remember. I'm sure that many people would find a place like this terrifying. A completely dark forest in the middle of the night, filled with spooky sounds. Yeah, me too. But once you get used to it, the fear disappears, making it feel like normal. That's real. I grew up in the woods. They're scary at night, but you know, once you get past your panic, and your eyes adjust to the dark, you don't hear any growling or anything like that, you're kind of like, oh, wow, this is nice. What makes us afraid of the dark is that we cannot know what hides in it, what lurks in the shadows. Like I said, let your eyes adjust. Unless it's just ridiculously dark like this forest apparently is, where moonlight cannot even pierce the leaves. But this is clearly an empty darkness. At that moment, I sigh, feeling how tired my legs are. Well, you screwed yourself, dude. You gotta walk back now. That's 2 more hours of walking. What is the point of being here? Clearly we had already demonstrated what we wanted. To alleviate our boredom? It would be best to return. I should tell them. I was about to speak when suddenly the atmosphere in the forest became strange. Fog! Suddenly a cold chill runs through my body. It's probably the fog. Either that or that is like somebody's hitting the bee over there. A really big one. It was like any other chill, except it was not going away. For no reason, the air's temperature dropped from 1 second to the other. So much so, my breath becomes visible, turning into mist. It doesn't end there. The air is now filled with a rotten smell, just a little short from being unbearable. Oh, it's terrible. Images of worms and flies soon appear in my mind, giving me a really unpleasant feeling. Ah! Bugs! We all stop at that moment. Axel. It's a tough name. Should we make him a tough character or a wimpy character? I don't know. Let's just go with vague for the moment. I don't really know much about his character other than he says, "What's happening?" I ask, confused, while trying to look at my friends. Wait, I'm Axel? By the expression on their faces, it was easy to know that they were just as lost as I was. It's cold and it stinks. Let's go home. It was then that we heard footsteps nearby that did not come from any of us. You know how we knew? We weren't moving. We all got dead quiet after that. Foreshadowing. I don't know if it was out of fear or to check if it was not a mistake, but we stayed motionless, like statues, without making a noise. Probably primal instincts, you know, cavemen, leopards, whatnot. Just looking at each other's faces, wondering the same thing. We're gonna die. What was happening? Okay, he's just called Friend. Friend! You're probably gonna die first, because you don't have a name! As if I could know. We heard the footsteps again. They clearly belonged to a human. Or at least a large animal. I heard humans nothing if not large animals. I guess it depends. Whales and elephants and stuff. But there's something strange about them. It sounds as if the person walked dragging one foot. Just thinking about it made me shiver. That just sounded like didn't sound like Is any of that making any sense? Did you get that? Damn! Why is this happening? It makes no sense. How could there be another person out in the woods? I mean, nobody else could be bored, right, and just wandered out into the woods? Because that's stupid. We should have returned home before, but now it's too late to regret it. I had the feeling we're being stalked by someone. Maybe one of your neighbors saw a bunch of kids wander out into the woods in the middle of the night and they're like, I should go follow them. They're going to get eaten by a bear or something. The strange footsteps stop, but I'm still feeling the presence nearby. Larkin. I don't know where it is, but I know that it's looking at me. The cursed thing is looking at me! My heart is beating anxiously. I know that feel, bro. It's almost as if my body was telling me to get out of there. But strangely, my friends seem unable to perceive it. Oh yeah, they're gonna die. It seems that it's gone. It must have just been an animal. Okay, you go first and you stay right behind me, and then you, besides. Activate meat shields, said one of them, convinced we were safe. He was really convinced we robbed him all the time. I would like to believe that too. With a sigh of relief. Whew! However, bad luck would soon... We had a sigh of relief. I stick by my sigh. However, bad luck would soon strike us again. Okay, now we're in the sky. Unexpectedly, the forest became darker than before, just a blink of the eye. How can you be darker than complete empty darkness? Did the flashlight go out? That wasn't the fault of the forest, but of our flashlights. Ha! Which went out? Called it. Of the three, only one, mine, was still working. Because I'm the protagonist, and I'm the only one who might have a chance of surviving. The rest are going to get killed off. What's going on? Did the batteries die? Nah. I just turned off my flashlight because I like the dark. I asked one of them, scared and stupid, while they both beat them desperately. Oh, I thought it said while they both beat him desperately. Oh, what's going on? It's so dark. Yeah. Stop asking dumb questions, Jeff. As if beating their flashlights was going to revive them. Yeah. I can't blame them. The idea of walking in the darkness was not pleasant for anyone. I don't know about that. Some people like the dark. But after a few moments, we had no choice but to resign ourselves to that. Once more, the sound of our footsteps is heard. I don't hear anything. But the silence is different now. We are not quiet because we have nothing to say, but because we are afraid. We continue walking despite the fear that invades us. Visibility is almost zero, but we have no choice. Are you feeling my butt? Oh, sorry. It's dark. I can't see anything. In theory, we were walking back, looking for the exit, but I can't remember anything of this forest, even though I literally just walked through it. Is it that way, this way, that way, that way? Find water and follow it to water. Survival 101. We could be walking in circles and I would never notice until it's too late. Actually, the way your feet are designed, you're gonna naturally lean one way or the other. Big old circles. That's why you follow water. Or things in the distance. See? I'm teaching you to survive hard situations. Although I guess it's dark. So you should really start marking trees and stuff. Pick up a rock. Go balto on them. I hate the thought of it. I just want to get out of here. Suddenly my thoughts are silenced. How do your thoughts get silenced? We heard the footsteps of someone or something. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be pretty scared in this situation. And then again, I also would not go into the woods without, like, I mean, at least that knife. I mean, come on, something pointy to put between you and whatever it is that's in the woods. Once more, the three of us become statues, awaiting the presence to go. Just go away. I hold my breath while feeling my heart beating anxiously. Damn. Get away from here and leave us alone! Because shouting out your position is the best way to avoid being murdered. Unexpectedly, the footsteps are heard closer. This time they did not disappear, but rather come at us. Because you just yelled at it and gave away your position. You fool, Axel. I can't understand it. Or I can't stand it. Desperately, I move my flashlight everywhere, looking for the author of those footsteps. Yeah, I should mention, this is like a German game, or Japanese, or I don't know. You saw those options at the beginning. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it wasn't written in English, but translated to English. So, author of those footsteps. It's probably a phrase in a different language. Hoping for the light to reveal the identity and erase our fears. Nothing. 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 Is that all there is around here? Just empty air? My anxiety grows with each failed attempt. I refuse to believe that it was a ghost. Suddenly, when I move the light again, I see a silhouette. I could not distinguish what it was, but for a moment the light revealed something. Quickly, I point to the same place, only to discover it was gone. I hold my breath anxiously. It was not an illusion. I'm sure I saw something. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. It was then that I heard something nearby. Not even thinking, I aimed the light towards that place. What I found leaves us paralyzed with an expression of disbelief on our face. Cat. It's a white cat with eyes of an intense red which stands before us. We just got so hyped and scared over a red-eyed cat. I mean, it's probably still a ghost or something, but as far as ghosts go, pretty unintimidating so far. Her look's not the friendliest, to say something. Well, that's cats for you. Somehow I get the feeling it's a female cat. I mean, I don't see no jump. Oh, Jesus. Suddenly, she lets out a thunderous meow. That leaves us terrified. It sounded more like a lion roaring than a simple cat. The echo of her meow is heard throughout the forest, making it sound more sinister than it should be. That's right, you heard it here. Sinister meowing. Like the thunder! It was then that suddenly an inexplicable force hit us three. It's like gunshots. I fall to the ground. Little by little, my eyelids close. The fatigue becomes unbearable. Maybe it's just us dropping to the ground. We got our butts kicked by a cat. I lose consciousness on the ground of the forest without knowing what was going to happen with me. Interlude before night falls. It's a day like any other. So normal, it was almost painful. Alright, well, that's the beginning of Trick and Treat. So far it seems a little interesting. It's pretty good at setting the atmosphere. And we got scared by a cat. So I'm going to end part one here. Then we'll pick up in my somewhat modern apartment, I guess. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I'll try and get all this done by Halloween. I don't know how long this game is, though, but I'll see what I can do. Peace out, homies.